Here we go, baby. The line, Talk 99.5. Talk995.com. Where am I at? What is going on here?
I'm sorry, you're all rumbling, stumbling, fumbling around. I didn't want it to.
I got you. I was saying, it's the John Bird Show now.
I was looking out for you, man. Just forget it. Forget it now.
No, come back. You're a vital part of this show.
I'm in a time loop. Help me, somebody, help me.
Donald Trump, by the way, still taking questions.
Dang.
He is on.
He's so patient. I mean, he really is. When you're respectful to him, he's respectful to you.
He really is. People don't give him credit for that. Ernest Financial, retirewithernest.com. Retirewithernest.com. David Ernest and his team been doing this 45 years, man. Protecting retirements. If you're 55 or older and you got over $50K in your retirement, I'm talking to you. You need to call David Ernest. Remember, this doesn't cost you anything. There's no skin off your back. It's just getting it protected, man, and making sure you guys are taken care of. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's what I care about. I care about y'all being taken care of. And making sure retirement goes as smoothly as y'all expect it to go. That's the way to do it. Call them at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-7233 and online, retirewithernest.com. Now, tell me where we're at, John Bird. Are we back on track, taking normal breaks? I got to take one and then another. I got 3 more left. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go. Yeah, we can go to about 22 maybe.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm shortening the break some.
Gotcha. All right. Boomer's on the line. Boomer, what's up?
Man, how awesome is it? 250 years of United States of America, and here we are about to turn this world right side up. We're getting away from doing the 180. Everything is going to turn out fine. Come July 4th, we are going to have one heck of a dang celebration. Man, I'm telling you what,
Yeah.
Trump is on top. And 7 o'clock this morning, I wake up, and guess who's right there telling us exactly what's going on over there at the Strait, man? We got Raising Cane right there on TV telling us exactly how they're blockading and how it's working. Man, I was so stoked. I've been stoked all day long. You know what stokes me even more, Andrew?
What's that?
Our home opener pep rallies tomorrow at Uptown Cantina on Rooftop. April the 17th, 5:30 to 7. Come on out there and catch the players and the coaches. And then, bam, we're going to have one heck of a football game come Saturday. Come on, let's go, Stallions. Giddy up. I love y'all, guys. Have a great day.
Love you a long time. Giddy up. Giddy up. Yeah, man, would love to see them pull off the W on that home opener. That's very important. And even though they're currently 1-2, they can turn this around. I mean, brand new coach and everything else. I think Skip Holtz is going to be at the game as well, who is an absolute GOAT in the UFL. I mean, you don't get no better than that, dude. Be able to make the stat. And everybody in the UFL is gunning for the Stallions, by the way, because we're that dang good. We're that good. Let me, just for the sake of argument, since Trump's still going, do we still have decent audio on that? Almost called you Trump. John Bird? If we do, see what we got here.
All right.
3.5% increase, like 5% you did with NATO. Australia has only gone to 3%. Are you satisfied with that decision? Would you?
Well, I'm not happy with Australia because they were not there when we asked them to be there. So Australia,
what did you ask for?
Australia was another one. They were not there, having to do with Hormuz.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
But why specifically? Do you still have a good relationship with the Australian Prime Minister? What message do you think the ceasefire in Lebanon sends to the UK and other European allies who chose not to get involved in the war?
Well, you know, we spend trillions and trillions of dollars on NATO, and when I asked them to get involved on a much smaller situation, which is Hormuz and Iran, they weren't there for us. Remember what I said? They weren't there. None of them. They weren't there. So we were there on Ukraine. I mean, we shouldn't have been. It would have never happened if I were president. But nevertheless, when they've had problems over the years we were there. When we asked them to get involved on a very minor skirmish by comparison to what it could be, they weren't there. So I don't think they'd be there for a large skirmish, and therefore I think they've got themselves a problem.
Do your policies like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime show that the Democrat Party is no longer the party of the working class and the Republican Party under your leadership actually?
I love this question. This is the greatest guy. Look how handsome he is. What a great guy he is. Yes, the Democrats don't know what they're doing. They want to tax everybody out of business. They want men playing in women's sports. They don't want voter ID. They don't know what they're doing. We've had an unbelievable run, and the people getting their tax returns, and they're coming back, and they're ending up getting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more than they thought possible.
Do you think the Pope was being disrespectful to you? The Pope. Do you think he was being disrespectful to you?
I don't think about it that way. The Pope has to understand that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. And the Pope has to understand that you can't let a country kill 42,000 protesters, totally unarmed protesters. You can't do that. So the Pope, you know, I know his brother. His brother's MAGA all the way. You know that. Louis is a great guy. But the Pope has to understand you're not allowed to kill 42,000 protesters who are totally unarmed. And you cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon, or the entire world could be gone. And, you know, when the Pope realizes that, I think we'll have a different understanding.
Does energy dominance mean that Europeans should be buying more gas and oil from the United States?
Well, they should be buying more from us, and what they should be doing is using the North Sea. I can tell you, UK, I've been telling that to your Prime Minister, UK should open up the North Sea, it's one of the greatest in the world, and they should use it instead of buying oil from Norway and other places that use the same source. They should use it, and they're not doing it. They're doing windmills, and windmills do one thing. You know what they do? Put you out of business.
Erdogan or the regional leaders about the peace deal or the peace talks with
We're dealing
Iran?
with everybody. We're dealing with all of the leaders on many different subjects. We're very close to a deal with Iran.
He says windmills do one thing. They put you out of business. Another thing to point out is, and by the way, whoever's doing the sound for that, phenomenal job, because usually he'll get so far down the line that you can't really hear him anymore. So we pretty much heard him through the whole thing. And another thing is the Pope deal. He kept talking about how I'm not fighting with the Pope, but I don't know what you're talking about. He says, I disagree with the Pope. He says, you know, Iran should be allowed to get a nuclear weapon, essentially. He said, you can't do that. Also asked the Pope about 45,000 people that have been killed, unarmed people that have been killed by the Iranian regime. Is the Pope not against that? Huh? He's like, but it's fine. He's like, they were like, do you think the Pope's being disrespectful? He's like, I don't look at it that way. I'm not fighting with the Pope. I'm just disagreeing with the Pope. What's the big deal? It's like, because the media is trying to make it into something it's not. And the reason they're doing that is because they want Catholics to go against Trump. They want Catholics voting Democrat. That's what they want. And I got a prime example of that from 60 Minutes this week that I may give you tomorrow. Noto Roofing for you one more time. NOTOroofing.com. NOTOroofing.com. 205-848-2299. Get that free roof inspection. No need to be waiting any longer, guys. Any longer. There's a million roofing companies out there, as you know. I got a text from one the other day. They literally text me, and they're like, hey, do you still live at this address? And it was an old address. And they're like, I'm so-and-so. I'm with a roofing company, and there have been some bad weather. I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. I know where the best roofing company is. It's Noto Roofing. So get with them, man. Free roof inspection, complimentary roof tune-up, no charge and no obligation. 205-848-2299. Online, notoroofing.com. Deep South Construction Pros. Deep South Construction Pros, my guys. My guys. Love Deep South Construction Pros and everything they do. Right here in the beautiful state of Alabama. Alabama roots is what we say. Family-owned business company with real Southern roots, not some schmarmy Northern business. These are guys that live near you, that live and work in your communities, and they're keeping the money right here in our community, supporting local jobs and strengthening our local economy. Which, it comes with that, don't you? Southern hospitality, integrity, doing what they say they're going to do, doing the job and doing it right the first time. I see so many examples. Here is an example. So my friends at Lightning Septic. By the way, if you ever need a septic tank company or plumbing issues, call Lightning Septic. Best in the business. Best ever. They posted something on Facebook about a job that they had to do where this lady just got her bathroom remodeled, and her I guess her toilet was clogging up. It was backing up. Turns out the person that remodeled her bathroom ended up cementing the pipes, or somehow cemented the pipes.
No.
And so the water and the waste couldn't make it to the septic tank because it was being blocked by concrete. And I'm like, so they got out there and in 20 minutes figured out the problem after the lady had spent thousands of dollars with other plumbers and fixed it. But that reminds me of Deep South Construction Pros and how they do things. They get out there and they treat you right. They do you right. They do what they say they're going to do. And that comes to basement waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation, foundation issues. All of this is under their umbrella. And if you have any of those problems, even if you think you might have those problems, get with them and let them check it out, figure out what needs to happen. If you got questions about it, feel free to call them and ask them any question you got. 256-305-1854. Just please make sure you tell them I sent you, because I want them to know that you're with me, that you're my people, and they're going to take care of you. 256-305-1854. Online, DeepSouthConstructionPros.com. Y'all keep sending in those suggestions. John Bird is going to curate those, and I believe, John Bird, I'm going to be picking this week.
Yes, you are, my friend.
All right, so I'll be picking the songs, the top 4, which you, ladies and gentlemen, will be able to vote on tomorrow. Tomorrow on a Fun King Friday. The next meeting with Iran, according to Trump, may be this weekend. And what that meeting entails, or who it entails, or it may just be another meeting in Pakistan or with Pakistani officials. I don't really know. But that's what he said while answering questions there with the press. That will be, he says they want to make a deal. They want to make a deal badly, and that may come soon. The Artemis 2 crew is actually holding a press conference talking to reporters about the moon mission, which is kind of cool. Telling their side of the story about a historic moon mission, by the way. Furthest anybody's ever traveled into space. I just can't imagine the anxiety that comes with that. I mean, I get that. I know they're trained professionals and they've been practicing for this, but, it's kind of like, for me, it's like being out at sea. Something goes haywire.
Yeah,
like
there's
you're just
nothing you
screwed.
can do, and they're in that tiny capsule.
You're just done for. And plus, what happens if you get a cramp while you're in space and you're in that tiny capsule? How do you get a cramp out of your
Well, I think
leg?
they can float around, so probably they can stretch out and maybe lean against the, I mean, there's 4 of them they can help stretch.
Oh, they get everybody grab a limb and start pulling.
Yeah, and when somebody's like,
Yes, Houston, I've pulled a calf muscle.
see, I mean, a calf muscle in space that gets pulled, I don't know what happens. Does it separate? Does it change shape? Who knows?
Who knows? That's got to be
They should do
awful.
tests on that.
They really should.
I'm not stupid. This is a very important thing because when they were up in the space station for a long period of time, they had to do a lot of treadmill and a lot of exercising.
Yeah.
Otherwise, their muscles would atrophy.
Atrophy.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be good. That
No.
sounds awful.
Oh, atrophy's awful.
Speaking of muscles, Mandu.
Yeah.
Bringing you this part of the show. John Berg got his Mandu yesterday.
No.
No, I got my Mandu workout yesterday. John Berg got his Tuesday.
Oh, man, grace. Please have grace on me.
And he's back today
Yes.
for a new session. Boy, I was sweating. When I got done yesterday, I was like, whoo. It was quite the workout. Miss Carla, I don't know if you remember Miss Carla, but I worked out with her. And we killed it, man. We got after it. We were doing mule kicks and all kind of stuff. We was using the kettlebell again. And
That kettlebell, I hate that thing. But it works, man. You can feel it.
yeah, got that working. And 15 minutes is all it is. 15 minutes. And if you have not tried it, I want you to try it. You try it for free with no obligation. There's no strings attached or anything that you got to do on the backside. You just free session. Try it out. It's all I'm ever going to ask you to do, and just see what the hype is all about. 15 minutes fits perfectly in your schedule. You got a personal trainer. You put their suit on. They turn the machine on. It stimulates your muscles while you work out, so you're essentially getting a workout that would take you 4 to 6 hours to accomplish in the gym. You're going to see results quicker than you could any other way. You want to talk about getting ready for summer and having time to get ready for summer? Now's the time. If you missed your New Year's resolution, that's okay, man. You got time to get in shape. Bikini weather, swim trunk weather, whether you just want to be out and take your shirt off on the boat and not feel embarrassed by it, Mandu's where it's at. Men and women, 18 or 80 years old, I don't care who you are or what you look like or how old you are or how much you weigh. Mandu is for you. Help you build muscle, lose weight, and all the things. Homewood, Huntsville, Tuscaloosa. 3 different locations, all offering you free sessions. So hit them up. Go to the website, mandu.com, MANDUU.com, and find all the information there. If you want the phone number for Homewood, though, I got it memorized, 205-438-6003. It's 205-438-6003, mandu.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time.
Time for what, Andrew? I wonder what it's time for. What would it be time for at this time? Somewhere around 1:30 or 1:40.
My batteries fell out of mine.
Yeah, I was just trying to cover for you.
No, you're okay. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you know,
you don't
yeah,
have to.
at this time of day, I'm telling you, something
really-
special happens.
You really don't have to.
A lot
all
of
that.
people love the special thing that happens, and it's very popular.
John Bird. You really don't have to do all that.
Good, because I was running out of things to say.
It's time for the wheel! Out
Is that poop?
Oh no!
What is this? Is this poop? Is it? that Willy poop?
When you poop, it smells like a poop. And sometimes it's solid, but sometimes it's goop. And when you poop, well, what you eat's in your poop. If you eat alphabet soup, you just might poop the word poop.
Is it poop? Let's find out. Up first, headline reads, Toilet tech is the next frontier of health data. Toilet tech.
Toilet tech.
Doo-doo data, as we call it.
Doo-doo data. He said doo-doo.
Doo-doo data.
Doo-doo.
It says, but it might mean putting a camera on your toilet bowl. The average person spends 416 days of their life in the bathroom. And the latest trend in digital health wants to make sure that time isn't going down the drain. Over the past year, a wave of AI-powered smart toilet health trackers have hit the market, analyzing pee and poop to deliver personalized insights on hydration, nutrition, gut health, and more. There's a gold mine of health information in your waste, and it's literally being flushed away, says Scott Hickel, co-founder and CEO of Throne Science. Urine and stool are some of the oldest biomarkers in medicine, but in an era where smartwatches and other wearables track everything from heart rate to sleep cycles, the toilet has largely been left out until now. This is a new frontier, says Kash Kapadia, CEO of Kohler Health, maker of the Decoda smart toilet tracker. More like Ducoda.
I know.
Developers say monitoring waste over time can reveal patterns tied to dehydration, food sensitivities, and digestive issues, and even flag chronic conditions like diabetes or kidney disease. I mean, there's sometimes, John Bird, I got to imagine you've been through this. So you've done your business, got up, looked down in there, and thought, my Lord, that can't be good.
No, I've never done that.
You've never looked and
No,
said.
as a lifelong IBS sufferer, I have to monitor my
Explosions.
my excrements. Oh God, that's
Interest in gut health is certainly booming, with more people turning to probiotics and fiber-rich diets to support their microbiome. Meanwhile, colorectal cancer is rising among young adults, making awareness of early warning signs, including changes in poop, more important than ever. Quote, our healthcare system is very messy. It's very expensive, and it's not always there for you at the moment that you're not sick, he says. There are a lot of times between episodes of care where it's really up to the individual to do something about their health, but turning your bathroom break into an at-home wellness check comes at a price. These gadgets run hundreds of dollars and often require ongoing subscription fees. So two other posties and I tested 3 of the latest models to see if they're worth opening your wallet and your bathroom door. I guess the author of this article put together a test of 3 different toilet trackers. One was called U-Scan by Withings. Another one was called Throne by Throne Science. And the other one was the Decoda by Kohler Health. Kohler Health. And I'm not going to read the assessments. It said, so should you take the plunge and hop on the porcelain-powered toilet tech train? At least don't be so quick to poo-poo it. Representatives from Withings, Throne, and Kohler said their products generally appeal to 2 main groups: people with chronic conditions who want to monitor them more closely, and health-conscious, tech-savvy consumers looking to optimize their wellness at home. He said for a lot of folks, there's a level of reassurance that comes from knowing that every single day you're able to assess your health, assess your health in these areas. This is a start of a journey.
That was very technical. Very technical poop.
They want to assess your poop. Next up, Headline reads, Mount Holyoke's corpse flower begins. Mount Holyoke's corpse flower blooms again, drawing crowds to its rotting flesh stench. You ever heard of a corpse flower?
Oh, God, no.
This is in Massachusetts. One person entered the lush green Victorian-era greenhouse and smelled rotting eggs. Another said the odor evoked the memory of dissecting a dead bird. A third compared it to a stinky diaper baking in the sun. Quote, I was expecting it to smell bad, but it smelled genuinely like rotting flesh, according to a first-year student at Mount Holyoke College who visited its Talcott greenhouse this week to see the blooming of a corpse flower. Its name is accurate, he said with a laugh, nose wrinkled, added that it reminded them of the scent of a dissection. The corpse flower is a rare tropical plant known for its foul odor. It's native to the rainforest and blooms infrequently and for only a brief window, releasing a pungent scent meant to mimic decaying flesh and attract pollinators such as flies and beetles. It's nicknamed Pangy. The plant first bloomed at Mount Holyoke College in 23, and its latest appearance has once again drawn crowds eager to witness and smell the fleeting spectacle.
So
it's a pretty nasty looking flower too. I mean, this is what it looks like on the inside of it. And like if you see, this is kind of
good land. Wow,
that's what it looks
it's like an alien.
Yeah.
And this was just discovered in 23?
Well, no, I think this particular plant was brought in 23 at this university.
What purpose does it serve?
What appears to be a single bloom is actually an enormous inflorescence, a cluster of many tiny flowers at the base of a tall central column called the spadix and surrounded by a deep purple velvety spathe. Although the towering inflorescence withers after a few days, the same plant survives underground and can bloom again in future years.
Okay. What does it poop?
No, but they said it smells like a dirty diaper baking in the sun, so I guess that's why that ended up in the poop folder.
Oh, I thought it smelled like a corpse.
It just depends on who's smelling it. Some people
a corpse that's pooped on itself.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
Some people say it smells like a dead body. Some people say it smells like poop. It's
a double whammy there.
It depends on what your poop smells like. Have you ever pooped and it smelled like a dead body? No comment.
Yeah. No, I never have. Mine smell like roses.
I bet they do. The date was December 7th.
1941.
Next up, last but not least, New York City grandma, 75 years old, brutally pummeled over dog poop cleanup request until Navy vet neighbor steps in. Very harrowing story. Y'all thought this was going to be a disgusting segment, didn't you?
So far, not too bad.
75-year-old grandmother was pummeled when she asked two women to pick up their dog's poop in a brutal Brooklyn attack earlier this week.
Dang.
And the beatdown only ended when a Navy vet neighbor stepped in. Linda Scott was repeatedly punched in the face and knocked down onto her front lawn by one of the dog walkers when the brawl unfolded just after 9 a.m. Monday. It says, even when Scott was on the ground, the pig-tailed fiend punched and stomped her on her head. According to the clip, the neighbor, who only identified himself as Mr. Barnett, 37 years old, said he'd just parked his car after a morning trip to the gym when he noticed a commotion in front of the old lady's home. Quote, it seemed like a dispute about the dog poop or whatever, a shouting match back and forth, he said. When the young lady in the red came around the corner, the way she approached Miss Linda just let me know that she was about to do something to her. I saw the gate was coming up, and then the young lady came up and put her hands on the victim and started assaulting her. That's when I got out of the car. He pulled the ruthless attacker off the senior and then scrambled to close the gate as the two dogs scurried around. The victim's son then showed up, and she told him she hit me. He said, and that's when it escalated again. She was screaming like it was an agonizing scream, like she was in pain, but I wasn't paying too much attention to it. I was just trying to contain the environment and get the people off her property. Scott was taken to the Brooklyn Health Interfaith Medical Center, where she was listed in stable condition. Barnett described the victim as a staple in the community, been here for years. He said he hopes the attacker grows up and does the right thing by turning herself in. Apparently, she's still on the run. The assailant was still on the loose as of last Friday.
What? You know, all over poop. All they had to do was pick it up. You know, just take you a Walmart bag.
Yeah, if you're walking dogs, dude, I mean,
Expect that.
Yeah, it's a gimme that you got to pick up the daggum poop. I mean, come on. And that's what we call, is that poop? I believe it is. All right, quick break. Coming back on the other side. Keep sending those suggestions in for John Bear Plays the Guitar next week. We want to see them. 205-545-9950. Chiron on Fox News says Clarence Thomas blasts progressivism as a threat to the U.S. I don't know if that's a new statement he's put out or what, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, my gosh, I'm getting poop commercials on my social media now. Fantastic.
What did you expect?
Something for some mushroom coffee, and it showed like a guy holding a wad of toilet paper and what looked like chocolate pudding on it.
Oh, God, what?
Yeah, dude. I don't want to see that.
Man, Big Brother is definitely listening.
Yeah, he's like, he just spent 20 minutes talking about poop. Let's give him some poop commercials. ChuckDavisLaw.com. ChuckDavisLaw.com. Oh, yeah, Clarence Thomas yesterday at the University of Texas, Austin. He was saying progressivism is a threat to the U.S. Good for him being at the University of Texas, putting that out there at a major university with a bunch of lefties. I like that. Chuck Davis, for your representation needs, such as divorce or custody battles, wills, probate, contracts, real estate, personal injury, wrongful death, slip and fall, car wrecks. If you owed money, compensation, somebody else got you hurt, call Chuck Davis. If you're getting divorced from your wife or husband, you need to get representation. You need to get it quick, man. There ain't no time to waste on that. Same with custody. Some of the least fun times you will have is in the midst of a divorce or a custody battle. So you need to make sure you got somebody on your side. Also, with the probate and the contracts and paperwork stuff, wills. God, I can't say enough about the wills. Get the wills done, baby, for you, your parents, your grandparents. Make sure everybody's got one. And just, get on top of it. The phone number, 205-848-2299. That's, no, that's not Chuck Davis. What's Chuck Davis's number? 205-823-9992. There we go. 205-823-9992. And all that information online, chuckdavislaw.com. No representation is made that the legal services provided are superior to the legal services provided by other lawyers. I think the mic cover's done well for me today, John Bird. But again, I would like to have, maybe if you can find me a gray one, I think gray would be good.
A gray one? Okay.
Maybe even a dark gray would be good.
Yeah, just, I mean, I don't think you need to do black.
Okay. We'll see if you can hook me up, buddy.
All right. I'll give her a look this afternoon.
All right, I'm out of here. Up next, Leland Live. And until next time, see you, cut.